Hello there, this is James, and today I've decided to do another motivational video based on or used as story format or in story format. And this particular story, I really need to listen to it myself and really take on board this story. But I also will find, or I also think, this story will be useful for many other people out there. But, before we get into the story, don't forget, I do have a partnership with a company called Traders Education. Traders Education, they specialize in educational material, both in video format and written format, as well as market analysis for brokers to use to educate and keep their clients informed. And don't forget, in fact, I've recently done two really exciting projects with Traders Education, something we're both really excited about. As well as that, I do have an association with a company called Trust Broker. Trust Broker is for retail traders. It's a completely free product. Check out the website. The description is in below for the website. It's a product which can help retail traders sort of like potentially help them in their trading and potentially make their trades more profitable. As well as that, I'm also associated with a company called Skillmentrum. Now, this provides a number of services such as marketing services, HR services, and of course, media services, which is what I do. And yes, I am indeed at the moment a freelancer. However, I am open to different opportunities if any opportunities arrive. Anyway, with that out the way, let's get on with this story. Now, there was a elderly gentleman, an older man, who was penniless, had no money whatsoever. In fact, he lived in a shack and had a real rundown car, and he lived off $99 a month from social checks, so social welfare checks. Okay. When he turned 65, he suddenly said to himself, "I'm going to have to change my life. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to turn my fortunes around. I'm going to change everything about my life. I want to do something. I want to, make something for myself." And the one thing he had in mind is he had this recipe, this amazing recipe, which all his friends and family said was absolutely superb, was magical. And he thought, well, this recipe I've come up with, which I poured my heart and passion into it, maybe I can do something with this recipe. So he started approaching a number of restaurants, different restaurants. And he went to them and said, "Look, I have this recipe. I will give you this recipe for free in terms for a slice of the profits of when you sell this recipe, this product which uses this recipe." Sounds like a really good idea and like a no-brainer, right? But the number of restaurants he went to, they all said no, not interested. So he kept going. And he kept going. And every time he kept going to a different restaurant or a different, they all said no. No. And he had thousands of no's. But he kept on going. And in fact, he had 1,009 no's till finally, he got a yes. A yes. And after that one yes, what happened? He built a massive franchise. The gentleman I'm talking about is Colonel Hartland Saunders. Easy for me to say, Colonel Hartland Saunders. Yeah, again, I said it again. Now, this gentleman, as you might know, was the creator of KFC. And his special recipe changed the way Americans and the world eat fried chicken. And now Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC, is one of the biggest franchises in the world, with stores in at least 100 countries. Massive. And this gentleman changed his life around. Changed his life around. He really did. So the point of this story is, and this is why I need to listen to it, is that you are never too old to change your life around. You're never too old to go and have those or reach your dreams and go for your dreams. And no matter what, no matter how much rejection you have, how many no's you get, you've got to keep on going. Keep going and believe in yourself and believe in your dream. Well, there we go. That's today's story. Like I said, it's a story I have to listen to myself. And I hope others out there find the story interesting and insightful and inspiring. Anywho, I know this video is not about markets, it's not about trading. But anyway, it wouldn't be a James video if I didn't do my usual, send off. And that is, of course, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever to be taken as financial advice or advice how to build a massive food franchise. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.